I'm not a lawyer, but do y'all remember the charges against the former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch? His name is Michael Jeffries, and he was indicted about 1 month after Diddy for very similar charges. The Fed said between 2008 and 2015, Michael Jeffries, his romantic partner Matthew Smith, and a third guy named James Jacobson coerced dozens of men to travel all around the world for parties under the guise that participating in these parties could lead to modeling opportunities at Abercrombie and Fitch, and that not participating in these parties could hurt their modeling careers. The Fed say there really were no modeling opportunities. It was just a way to get them in to the parties. At times, before even being admitted to the parties, the Fed say that some of the men were required to have tryout sessions with James Jacobson by himself. Now, according to the Feds, Jeffries, Smith, and Jacobson had a secret staff they paid to facilitate NDAs, conduct background checks, monitor and intimidate anyone who threatened to sue them. And they also had staff that they paid to act as security at the parties by managing the entry and exit, to provide alcohol, narcotics, and other supplies to the men at the parties, as well as to direct the men on the things they should be doing during the parties. And at the end of the events, the men were paid. So as a result of this, Jeffries, his partner, and the third guy were charged with 1 count of trafficking and 15 counts of interstate pay-for-play. Well, the update on this is that earlier this month, a judge ruled that 80-year-old Michael Jeffries is unfit to stand trial on these charges. He was evaluated by 3 doctors, and the first 2 noted in their report that it was their professional opinion within a reasonable degree of psychological and psychiatric certainty that Mr. Jeffries is not competent to proceed in the current case and cannot be restored to competency in the future. The 3rd doctor concluded that Mr. Jeffries is currently suffering from a mental disease or defect, which renders him mentally incompetent to the extent that he is unable to understand the nature and consequences of the proceedings against him and properly assist in his defense. Jeffries reportedly suffers from Alzheimer's, and as a result of these findings, the judge ruled for Michael Jeffries to be hospitalized for 4 months to see if his condition improves. If it doesn't improve, Michael Jeffries may not go to trial for these charges. If this case sounds vaguely familiar, it might be because I did make a video, or maybe because it was cited in one of Diddy's motions for bond. In that motion, Diddy's attorney points to Michael Jeffries as a guy with similar charges and similar money, and yet he was granted bond and Diddy was not. The judge in Diddy's case denied that motion, which is why Diddy is still locked up while his trial is currently proceeding.